Okay, let's try this. I'm trying Nonna Pia. She's I forget the guy's name. His grandmother. She's an excellent Italian cook. You know, old school, the real deal. And stuffed artichoke hearts. So I'm going to try one of them. And what I understood her to say was garlic, prosciutto, breadcrumbs, and oil. You stuff it with, and then this gets boiled. So I've got this hollowed out, and I've got the choky part cut out. I think it's the first time I've ever done this. And so she said spread this out and stuff it, and it'll sit in a pan of water up to about so far until it looks done. I don't think she says how long to cook it, but I think we'll be able to tell. All right, there it is. Came out pretty good, I guess. And I'm just gonna put it in there and wait till it boils and keep an eye on it. And I shouldn't violate this recipe on the very first time, but oil calls for a little bit of salt. I generally try not to eat too much salt, but it just screams for it. Okay, catching up with this. It's been in here about 10 minutes. About 5 minutes ago, I put in a little bit of parsley. I have fresh parsley, but I had already stuffed it and I forgot that ingredient. So in here is breadcrumbs, prosciutto, garlic, and prezzemolo, which is parsley, and oil. I poured a little bit of oil in there. Now, Mama Pia soaks her breadcrumbs in water and squeezes them out before she stuffs them. But I think the steam is doing a similar job. It's starting to look like stuffing. And this is starting to get a little bit, pretty tender. So what I'm going to use for a gauge is when I can pull this off easy, I'm going to go ahead and call it done. So I don't know. Let's go for at least 5 minutes of steaming here. Poo, you win some, you lose some. Let the water boil out of there, and it sort of didn't stick to the bottom of the pan, but kind of fried down there. And I tested that the leaves don't pull out of it yet. I'm not sure if it's done or not, but I'm going to go ahead and risk it. If it's good, it's good. If it's no good, well, no use crying over spilled milk and burned artichokes. Okay. I don't think this is going to end up in the failed column. It's semi-failed, but not totally. So I let it cool down a little bit, took it out of the pan, and you see the bottom of the leaves. There is a little bit of a black area there where they sort of, where the bottom of it burned just a little bit. But then you eat that white fleshy part off, and it's not bad. It's not absolutely wonderful or anything, but it's not bad. It's it's vegetable. It's good for you, right? So I'm going to go ahead and keep working on this thing. And I don't know if you can see or not, but I put it on a bed of roasted onions, just in case it was inedible, so I'd have something in my bowl when I threw this thing out. But I don't think it's going to get thrown out. No, that's not bad. It's interesting. It's reminds me of a lobster. What do a lobster and an artichoke have in common? I think the first person to eat one must have been almost starving to take something so desperate. But I'm just, putting these skins on a little piece of paper towel here, eating at my desk tonight. And, can't wait to see how the stuffing turned out. Okay, this is going to be difficult to show. I'm working my way around, eating the leaves off, and it gets better and better as you go towards the heart here. And I have to say that, I'm not going to be able to show you this very much more at all here, because the oil, the extra virgin olive oil that went in here when it went in to cook, sort of seeped through the sides. And so it's a mess to eat with your fingers. But I have to say, even though I didn't put the fresh parsley in this. I sort of forgot it and put dried on at the end. That is a good stuffing. It's just prosciutto, breadcrumbs, and for me the breadcrumbs were just a stale piece of bread that I just cut up and mashed up and broke up into little chunks, and some olive oil and some garlic. And that's a very interesting and good stuffing. It's not your Thanksgiving Day stuffing, of course, but it's really good. Now, this is going to have to go in the win column. It's not perfect, but there's something here, and I would definitely make these again. Okay, I'm continuing to enjoy this. I've got the leaves. The leaves get better and better as you go. It's part of it. I'm down here now to this part, the heart of the artichoke. And I could get that with a little bite of the stuffing, or not. Let's see how that goes. Get that leaf off of there. And this is the heart now. It's a little bit burned at the bottom, but yep, you have to look past that burned taste, because it's definitely, it's not good. But most of that is very good. So, I feel like some kind of a sense of accomplishment. I can now deal with artichokes. The next one's going to be nothing but better. Okay, so thank you, Nonna Pia. That was my first bite of the heart, so I've got some more heart left, and my stuffing has sort of, left the arena here, and is out here mixed with my roasted onions, cipollini arrosto, I think, which go with this really well. So, yeah, this is a really good salad / meal. If I hadn't burned it, it would be really perfect, but even burned, I'm surprised. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and post this. It's a win.